I'm trying to figure life out, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. Today I affirm that it's okay. It's okay if I don't have everything figured out right now in my life. That's what I wrote in my daily journal this morning. 3 traits of my future self: work ethic, commitment, and attention to detail. I don't know, I hope my future self is on top of her work. You know, she's on top of her game. She's doing her thing and she's committed to whatever it is, whether it's a task, whether it's a cause, whether it's a project, whatever it is, she'll be committed to it and see it through to the end. The person I am becoming will experience more creative concepts through which she can share her testimony. And when I think about the person I'm becoming, I feel proud. You know, she's just out here thriving and living her best life. Okay, future Lynn? I actually found out that starting tomorrow, they're gonna be doing this like limited time to be out of your house thing. I haven't read the news article on it yet, but you can't be out of your house after like 12 p.m. and that's until April 7th. So for the next 2 weeks, we literally cannot leave our houses. Yeah. How far away April 7th is? It's like 3 years away. I'm officially back in class. Horrible, horrifying. We had to do Zoom, video chat, everybody in their space, in their homes. No, one of my professors, she literally had like forced everybody to talk. Like, you had to keep your mic on and you had to keep your camera on. She like, no, no. Literally in my marketing class, we spent an hour trying to figure out how to connect to Zoom, how to share stuff with each other. It was just too much. I just can't. I got really bad news yesterday. The art gallery was really trying to like not have to close the gallery down, so they changed the hours for the show that was opening, and they tried to change some things around, so they're not having opening reception, but they're gonna do gallery hours so people can still come. And then eventually, after everything just like kept coming down, they were like, yeah, no, we're just gonna close the gallery. So sad face. I guess the show is just like not gonna happen, but it's cool. Like, I only put a lot of work into it. No big deal. But other than that, I've been feeling okay. Like, I feel all right. Like, I feel I'm still up here. Like, the water's here. My head is right above water. Just like right up here. Try to keep going. You know, that's literally it for me. Me waking up at 2 p.m. is not it. But I woke up at 2 p.m. and I took a shower and I put my eyebrows on today. Progress. Okay? Growth. I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm in control of my emotions, but I haven't been feeling. Does that make sense? I sound like completely depressed, and I am, but it's just like I don't think about this stuff. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people put a lot of energy towards it. I don't. You know, the more you give it your time, the more you go down the rabbit hole of news and in rhetoric, and you just don't pay attention to it. Just keep living your life. You know, you could think of it as like being locked down in your house and having nothing to do and you're just completely doomed, or like this is optimal time for you to pursue a creative thing that you've had in mind, to spend time with your family, you know, different things. So it depends on your perspective, and honestly, I'm trying to be very positive about it. I'm trying to be very hopeful, hence the look. And I think that's the only thing we can do right now, you know? I feel like I'm mentally at rest because like my faith is rested in my Lord. Like, God got me and my family is exempted, you know? And I'm praying and I'm trusting in God. I wake up every morning and I pray with my friends, and we talk about it, but it's not just like topic of the day. It's just like, yeah, we're protected, we're safe, our family is exempted, and we're just gonna get through this. So that's that on that. We're never gonna bring it up again. Whatever, we figure it out as we go, okay? Especially through these treacherous times that I'm going through right now. Honestly, I haven't been applying for jobs. Like, I'm tired. You know, like I know I'm like always happy all the time. I'm just like naturally a positive person, which thank you, Jesus. But really, like mentally right now, the only reason why I'm able to be at peace and kind of calm through this is because I'm not feeling my feels right now. I'm just like, nothing comes to mind. I'm just like emotionally on pause, literally. Like, I'm exhausted with everything that's happening and just trying to trying to fathom the entirety of this whole situation. I can't be doing school stuff, doing work stuff, doing church stuff, and then applying for jobs on top of that. It's just like, my brain doesn't work like that, bro. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. No, I can't do it. So yeah, just don't put any pressure on yourself in this season. If you're a senior in college and you're watching this, we got this. We're gonna get through it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just do your everyday, do your thing, show up. Show up for others, show up for yourself. Hug your loved ones. We're gonna get through it. Everything is gonna be fine. I think. That's my perspective on stuff. Okay, so let's talk about this definition now. My ancestors are just like wilding out on their graves right now. Like, it's crazy. Today's my last day of undergrad, my last day of college. I can't believe it. It's literally so
power
crazy.
Off.
Anything else you want to say? I don't even think there's much to vlog, but ironically I am graduating on YouTube, so that's something we're celebrating. All my life's hard work to graduate on YouTube. I'm so excited. I'm just thankful. Yeah, I don't even care how we graduate. Just give me that diploma, put that paper in my hand. That's all I care about. But yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Oh, this is not how it's supposed to be, Jesus. You know, we have our plans, we have our goals, we have, you know, we talked to God at the beginning of the year. God, 2020 is my year, okay? 2020 is gonna be a movie. And God, like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted you to come through. But right now, 2020, I don't understand. We don't understand what's going on. Like, what is happening, you know? Oh, yes, I'm also planning my grad photos. Woo woo. I'm not even ready for these grad photos, bro. I don't know. I'm not trying to do like anything crazy for my graduation photo shoot, but I just want to take some cool pictures just to be like, I graduated. Sheesh, what else do you want from me? Happy for me?
I am. I'm happy.
Last day! You look good, Mom. You look good in the camera. You look nice, girl. Look at your pink. I have to say, what do you...
Thank you, God.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy to made it.
Amen.
You made it with success, with power.
Yeah.
And then under this...
Exactly.
Oh my God. That's a victory for you.
Victory!
Yeah.
I don't feel the yeah, Mom. Okay, bye, Mom. Love you. Thank you. Do you have a word for our listeners? I like zoomed in way into your face. What would you like to say to me? Huh?
Work hard.
I did work hard.
She did.
Today's I'm
The
done.
last day.
I didn't catch that last time when you said congrats.
Congrats.
I didn't feel that congrats. You just I didn't feel it from your soul.
Congrats.
Worldly advice. I like to say congratulations to
Why are you so aggressive?
I'd like to say congratulations to Lynn. I'd like to say keep going.
Yeah.
Keep striving.
Uh-huh.
Gonna make it. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I'm so sorry. This angle is not an angle. It doesn't work at all. Why would I start a video like that? I'm so sorry. But I came to one of my favorite hiding places to film today's video, and it is too windy and too cold. Do you hear what's happening up here? It is not worth it. It is not worth the risking my life for this video today. So you get a cute little Carlin moment. Enjoy. Y'all please be patient with me in these angles, which is why I am a storyteller, not a filmmaker, okay? If you want filmmaker energy content and angles, you know that this is not where you're gonna find it, okay? But if you want stories from the heart, welcome. Hi. But basically the point of today's video is that today is February 29th, and all day I've just been feeling such a pull to do something, to tell a story, to document this day in a way, because it's leap day, and this happens only once every 4 years, and I thought that there was just something so magical about that. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I didn't want to overthink it. I just want to come on here and just like and just have a moment. I don't know, like this is like a love letter to me 4 years ago, and then like maybe a love letter to future me, February 29th, 2028. Yes, this was totally planned, so follow along with me. But like, to think about where I was mentally, emotionally, spiritually on February 29th, 2020. I don't know, I don't remember, obviously, specifically. And obviously, being that this is a raw video, I'm not gonna like be like, I was so prepared for this, like I did research and I look back and no, it's just like pulling from the heart, you know. But February 29th, 2020, I don't know, I just feel like I was in a good place. I want to say that February 29th, 2020, Lynn was doing good emotionally. School was very tough for me, but I was excited that I was about to graduate, right? That's the year I graduated from college. There is nowhere in any iteration of my life you would have told me that I would have graduated on YouTube in the middle of a pandemic with no job lined up, with nothing lined up. That would not have come up on my bingo card. But I want to say I was in a good place. We're getting ready for spring break. It's my last year of college. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm applying for jobs. I'm super duper confident that I'm about to like work at an art gallery, a museum. I'm gonna have something lined up, like a marketing corporate job or something. But I knew that I wanted to pursue the arts in a way, but like I wasn't fully betting on it. And I want to say that I was like in a solid place. And then my world turned upside down, as all of ours did, right? I graduated in 2020 in the middle of a pandemic, no job lined up, nothing. The world stood still. And that was such a tough time for me. I mean, so much happened that year. But my mental health, hee hee, ha ha, jokes on you. My mental health, just where I was mentally, emotionally that year, it was a really dark year for me. But somehow, some way, I was able to escape through my work, through my art, through the personal work that I created during that time. Obviously now as I want to say full-time photographer and obviously a visual artist and storyteller, I create and I get to collaborate with so many amazing people, and I create beautiful bodies of work. But the work that I created during that time, it holds such a special place in my heart. Photographers, you know this, like your work that you do, you love your stuff, like your stuff is good, you know what I'm saying? Like my stuff is good, but my personal work is what really pulls and tugs at my heartstrings. And so no matter how I continue to grow my portfolio and the things that I continue to do, when I look back at that work, I'm like, damn, that was from a specific place. That's when I really got comfortable in front of my own camera, telling stories and really being vulnerable. That's when my camera became a safe space for me to express kind of like my frustrations and documenting that time period and how I felt emotionally and spiritually and all of the things that I was processing. It was a lot. And I think that's when this work became real for me. Like, that's not to sound like, you know what I'm saying, but that's when it really became real for me. 2021, I'm working and I feel supported. You know, things are picking up for me. End of 2020, I started a business. So I started off 2020 like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna work a corporate marketing job, you know. Maybe I work at an art gallery, work at a museum front desk for the rest of my life, who knows. And then end of 2020, I'm starting a business. 2021, I have a studio. I'm shooting up and down. I did not see that in the trajectory of my life. That's another thing I did not see on the bingo board. Starting a business, opening a studio, just like so many things. But it was just such an amazing time, and I felt so supported by my community. Traveling, going up and down, went to Puerto Rico with my family, and obviously ever since then I've been obsessed with it and like the creative community that I found there. And then so that's 2021. July 2021. Is that when I celebrate my birthday in Puerto Rico, that July? 2021 was a good year. It was a good travel year for me too. And then September 2021, I did an artist residency with Cuddy Hunk. I cannot stop talking about Cuddy Hunk, obviously. Like, it was such a life-changing opportunity to be among such amazing, talented people in their field. Like, people who are like photography professor at some college, people who are opening shows everywhere, doing lectures, running magazines, and da-da-da. And then there was me with my little camera, and I'm like, well, I maybe to shoot some self-portraits, and then I maybe to shoot some pictures of the island. I can't stop talking about Cuddy Hunk enough. It was just such an amazing experience, so life-changing. Again, right, like, I did not know what trajectory my life was going to take. That was such an amazing experience. And then at the end of 2021, I went back to Puerto Rico for like a month or two. That was amazing, and I vlogged that, so please check that out. I was literally watching the vlogs 2 days ago, and I was sharing them with Maui, but it was just so amazing to be walking in my creative energy, like in my zone of genius. Like, it feels really, really good. And then what else? 2022 happened, and I'm up and I'm down, and I'm experiencing, and I loved and I lost and I experienced, and I experienced changing seasons in relationships, changing seasons in my family, changing seasons in romantic relationships, changing seasons in friendships. And I'm journeying through these moments, and I'm learning so much. Last year, I lived in 3 different states in a year, and it's so funny because, like, I'm such a person that I'm always on the go. I'm always going. I'm always on to the next thing. And, my friend checked me. She was like, slow down a little bit. Like, it's okay to slow down to recognize the things that you're doing. I do, like, an end of the year review, or I'll do, like an end of the year reflection of like my biggest wins. But that's why this year I've really made it a point to stop, and like every month I'm going to be looking back on the things that I was able to achieve, the things that I was able to accomplish, because it's just so easy to get lost in the funk, to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't do that thing, I didn't shoot a magazine cover, I didn't da-da-da. But like, you lived here, you did that, you experienced this, you got this amazing opportunity that you didn't look for, you have something that literally fell in your lap and you didn't have to apply for it. You've gotten so many great opportunities, and just be mindful of that. But yeah, last year I always wanted to live in New York, and I did it. And I met so many amazing people, and the Haitian community in Brooklyn just enveloped me, and the artist community. And it was by being in New York, literally, that I really was like, oh, I'm on to something. I needed to leave Massachusetts. I needed to leave my comfort zone. I needed to leave what's familiar to me to uncover that I'm onto something. There's just something about when you are in a space and you're the only person doing what you're doing, and you kind of tend to look crazy. Okay? Journey with me here. Everybody else is doing something very practical. People are practicing medicine or in medical school. People are going to law school or practicing law. People are nurses. People are teachers. People are doctors. And you're like, yeah, well, I did an internship in 2018 at an art gallery, and I think I want to open a museum in 10 years. Like, you sound crazy. People are like, what are you talking about, girl? And so, I'm holding on to this dream, and I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, and I don't really know. And then I go to New York, and again, it felt like, big fish, small pond. And so I'm like, maybe New York will be the opportunity for me to be small fish, big pond, and I can get a macro perspective on the industry, on whether or not like I'm in over my head. And so I'm in this new space, and I jump right into the arts scene, and I'm in conversation with people that are doing different things, and I'm like, oh, none of y'all want to do the things that I want to do. And that really reaffirmed me. You know what I mean? And even if other people did want to do what I want to do, there's space for all of us. There's room for all of us at the table. But it was like, no, like I'm on a specific path. Last year, I discovered my purpose. At church, it was our year of purpose. And I discovered my purpose. I launched For By About Us. I was consistent with my podcast. I launched my podcast in like 2021 before Cuddy Hunk. That's another thing too. Oh my gosh, so much has happened. My newsletter and my podcast. I've been documenting my journey through writing, through video, through audio for a very long time now, and I'm very grateful for these moments that I've been able to capture, that I can always look back on. I journaled my entire time that I was at the artist residency, and there's so many things that I can still pull from that experience. Now, 2023, I'm in New York. I'm going to art events. I'm going from Misadventures of Healing Black Girl to Mysterious Art Girlie. I'm transitioning. I'm really affirmed in the things that I want to do. And I'm talking to mentors, again, who are opening these shows. People who are, you know what I'm saying, big players in the art scene in New York. And they're like, nah, girl, you're onto something. Keep going, keep pushing. And so I attend an event at the Brooklyn Museum. Kehinde Wiley is in conversation with an amazing woman, the founder of Alara Legos. And it was like such a synchronicitous moment. I'm like, I know what I want to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start that. And I want to create this space for emerging artists. And then and they just unravel. So this big dream that I had, this big idea that I had, this grand idea that I had for my life, it became bite-sized, and it became like, no, actually, it's not that impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be onto something. So that's 2023. And then I came back home because it was an experience that I wanted to have, and I had it, and I learned so much, and I came back home so I can pour into my community. And the moment I came back, my community wrapped me up, open arms, and it just feels good. I can't believe I just summarized the last 4 years. I just summarized the last 4 years in 10 minutes, but I'm learning so much. It's not perfect. The journey has been complex. There's ups and downs, but I'm so grateful for experiences that I'm having. I'm so grateful that I have such a clear vision of my life, that I have such a supportive ecosystem, that I have such a drive that God continues to remind me, like, girl, you're doing some things. You're doing some things. Just hold on. And so, yeah, I don't know. Now it's February 29th, 2024. And although I could say, I wish I had this and I wish I had that, and I wish I could book this flight there and be here and do that, in this very moment right now, I am satisfied where I am in my life, and I'm happy. Everything is okay. I'm alive and I'm breathing. My family is okay, and that's all that matters. And I just wanted to commemorate this moment, you know, so that future Lynn has this horrible quality, low lighting video to look back on, to see kind of like, this is what I have going on in my life right now. It's February 29th, 2024. Moved back to Worcester. I'm still at Hello. And I love it so much, and I'm learning so much, and I feel so supported in every way, for real, and I can say that from the bottom of my heart. I'm attending art events. I'm building for by About Us. Oh, I'm rebranding my business. I'm rebranding my podcast. We're going from Misadventures of Healing Black Girl to Becoming Publicly. And yeah, it's good. It's just good. Because I literally feel like I'm in my season where I'm coming out of hiding. I've been doing so many things for so long, but nobody knew because I was literally hiding. And so this is me coming out of hiding, and I'm becoming publicly, and I'm allowing myself to be seen as I'm trying, as I'm building, as I'm succeeding, as I'm failing, as I'm having small wins and big losses. You know, who knows? So yeah, Misadventures of Healing Black Girl is no longer there. Now it's becoming publicly. I'm no longer Healing Black Girl. Now I'm Mysterious Art Girlie. Oh my goodness. My little photography business is transitioning into a production company. What is going on? 2024 is looking good for me. All in all, 2024 is looking good for me, and I'm just excited to see what God does and where he takes me, and I will be patient. I will try to be patient. I will try to obey. I will try to hold on and wait. But yeah, I love letter to Lynn 2028. I don't know. Lynn 2028? Girl, I hope that you just feel so happy and content with where you are in your life. I hope that the people that you're surrounded by, you can look at them and be like, oh, I can be myself. I feel safe here. I feel heard. I feel seen. I feel protected by your ecosystem. I hope that you just feel so much purpose from the work that you're doing. I just hope that you're global, girl. just taking up space and giving back to your community, giving back to other people, pouring into others. You have such a heart for building and being and providing and showing up for other people and sharing resources and pouring into others. And I hope that you get to do that. I hope you get to do that full time. No tea, no shade. But I know what God said, and I hope that by 2028, you're just self-sustained. You're supported by your partner. You're supported by your community. You're supported by your team, and you're thriving, and you're just doing good, and life is just good for you, girl. I hope that life is good to you. February 29, 2028, I'll be 30. Big 30, girl. I hope you have a big 30 birthday celebration. I know you're not a party girly, but a trip, a big 30 trip. You know what I'm saying? A month long somewhere with somebody's son. And then I just hope that, you know, things are falling into place for you. By the time I will be 30, it would have been at least 12 years that I've invested into building my art career that nobody knows about. I've been doing this work since 2018, so that makes it 6 years. Is my math correct? So another 4 years will be 10 years. 10 years building my art career, and I hope that at the time I'm not still emerging artist. I hope that we are, you know, settled, that you're doing things, that you're going places, that you're getting opportunities to speak and to pour into other people, into other emerging artists, into young people, into high school students. You have a heart for arts education, and I hope that you can make an impact in Worcester, that you can make an impact in Massachusetts at large, in New York. I hope that you got to go to Senegal, girl. Did we get to go to Senegal? I hope that you went to Ghana. Please tell me you did. Please tell me you went to South Africa. Please. 4 years from now, come on. No excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. I hope that you bought that island. Okay, see? Because now we're reaching Delulu. Now that it's getting dark out, I'm reaching deep into my Delulu bag. But no, really, I hope that, like, you hosted the travel trips, the travel groups. I hope that you at least had, like, one iteration of your artist residency. I hope that you're at least talking to some architects. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? You know what? On this beautiful, magical day that comes around once every four years, I'm gonna speak into you. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak into you. I'm gonna pour into you. I just hope that you feel good, and that you feel secure in your relationships, that you feel secure in the career path that you've chosen for yourself, that you feel secure in your faith in God, in the way that the places that he's taking you, the things that he's doing for and through you. I just hope that life is good to you. So yeah, we'll check back in February 29th, 2024. It's getting dark. This is not professional anymore. But also I'm a storyteller, so do I lean into it? Who knows? What are the rules? Who makes the rules? Nobody, like, who makes the rules, right? Oh, this is no longer acceptable. My goodness, look at this lighting. But thank y'all for joining me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to wrap this up. 2028, I'm gonna be 30. I just hope that, like, I'm so secured in my faith. I'm so secure in my identity. I'm so secure in my vision for my life and my purpose that I'm, like, unshakable. I'm still movable. I'm still moldable. You know, I'm still transformable. Like, I'm still, you know, a lifelong student. I'm humble and I'm learning and I heed to counsel. But I hope that I'm unshakable when it comes to my faith, when it comes to my identity, when it comes to my character, my morals, my values, the things that are important to me. I just hope that I'm just unshakable. That's the word that comes to mind. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me today. And I hope that whether you're doing this today or tomorrow, I'm hoping that I can edit this right now and post it up today. But I hope that you can allow yourself to think about your future self. I hope that you allow yourself to think about your future self today and just speak some kind words. speak some kind words to your future self. And you don't have to make a video, you don't have to post it on the internet, but write it in a journal, write it in a sticky note, you know, do a voice note, just pour into your future self. And it's priceless. It's priceless. It does something to the brain. It does something magical to the brain to just be able to positively speak it to yourself. We negatively speak about ourselves all the time. We're always thinking about, you know, our body is this, our mind is that. We don't have enough money. We're not living the life we want to live. Somebody else has more than we have. Somebody else is living better than we do. Take 1 second today to positively speak into yourself. Child, that's all I got. Y'all don't want me to start preaching. Y'all do not want me to start preaching. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Y'all have a good night. All right.
I just wanna be somebody. I just wanna be